Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 66 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Kaiser on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Caught left side to Crabtree. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Kaiser to throw it. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Here's Kaiser. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action. Kaiser. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action now. Kaiser dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up the 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Kaiser now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a toss play to Bernard. Oh, good move at the 10. Oh, now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Ohio!
Kaiser. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got to...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Big hold of the 30. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, that's Allen. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This will be caught by Brown, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He's going to loft one deep, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the... And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Gone! Leopard!
On second down, Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Jackson to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That is caught inside the 5. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw is Kaiser. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Snead. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Kaiser on first down. Completes it to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Underneath to Allen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun, 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 gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Kaiser. Where is this play going? And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
He's got the hook up with Conley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Bernard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, he stays out. Buying time to his left. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Thomas. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Kaiser. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The toss play to Mixon. And now look at him go. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Out, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.